and welcome to the latest demo for the Rock Monster PBR. This is part of PBR Monster Pack number 1. As all the other demos, it has various lighting setups, point lights for what might look like inside a dungeon, colored lights so you can see with different colors, and spotlight from the top. And it comes with particles. You see that eye particle right there. You can change the camera rotation. You can also change the camera height and the zoom if you want to see the details of the textures right there. So we'll bring that up and slow this down a little bit. Oops, or a lot. So all the animations do have audio. Let's start with the rubble. And the attacks. His death. Now his death comes right back to the rubble to idle. It's the same ending pose as idle to rubble, so you can bring him back if you'd like. We also have the walk animations. Go forward and backwards as well. Now all these particles do come with the pack. The actual height is something like 10 feet. So a normal human-sized, 6-foot-tall person would come up to about the belly, which is why the attacks go lower than you might expect in the class there. So I added the dust for the feet because he is quite huge. Now, beyond the animations, we also have textures. So every texture is completely customizable. You can edit it however you want, add dirt and their environmental effects, change the colors, and so on. So I've got some preset ones here that come with the package. You can use these right out of the box if you'd like. Otherwise, customize your own ones. There's a lot you can do. It's kind of it's beyond the scope of this demo to go through it all because there is so much you can do. So definitely check it out once you get the package. With the sliders, you can just do almost anything you want. You can also turn these head spikes off or on. That's a sub-mesh for the body. Alright, so the new thing here is all these blend shapes. There's actually 31 exposed blend shapes, which is pretty extensive. So we'll go through those right now. You can change the head size, head height, make that taller head instead of the circle head, or squish it down. Eye hole depth, that's the depth of that hole where the eye is. Shoulder size, tougher looking. Bicep size, increase the size of those rocks. Forearm size. Finger thickness and the finger length. The edge, those last fingers. Chest thickness. Now these will start cutting into each other. You just be aware of that. Ribs thickness and the belly thickness, and of course the belly fat, just making it fatter. Thigh. You can get the idea. You can go very thin on many of these and very thick as well. Leg thickness as well. Notice the way this other rock moves. Let's try to keep it in the right position throughout. Foot width and foot height. And then we have 3 different head shapes. And you can actually mix these together as well if you want, and they end up forming completely different looks. So 3 shapes for the heads, and then we've got 3 forearm shapes as well, and you can mix these together to get interesting looks. And if you go too far, bring them all up, you'll get some messed up geometry there, so you'll just definitely want to be aware of the limits of the combinations of the shapes. And these are for the head spikes up here. You can make the head spikes longer or shorter, thicker or thinner. So depending on the look you want to go for your guy, you can change that completely. And then the spikes also have shapes as well, so let's bring these back to the middle. And then we get different shapes for the spikes as well. Again, they can be mixed, but when you start mixing them, be aware that they might end up not working well together. But in general, you'll find some great options there. So the idea is with the blend shapes is you can actually create a lot of different looks. So we've got a pretty fat guy here. But if you want to, you can create a skinnier one. Form stay there. There we go. Just thickness. There we go. And now we've got a skinny guy. We can bring these down a bunch. There we go. And so now, there we go. So now we've got a much skinnier rock monster. And the rocks all keep their shape as we go down. Again, you want to pay attention to these. If you change the shape too much, they'll start going into the ground or floating a little bit. But in general, you'll find that you can just create a lot of different rock monsters now. It's something you can save as prefabs, or you can just randomize it in your script, or if this is something that a player controls, they can customize their character or whatnot. So there's a lot of options here, and I hope you end up using it to its full extent. Let me know what you think in the forums, and have a great day, guys.